Hey everyone, it's Origami Folder 25 and welcome to my YouTube channel. Really excited about this first video, which I'm going to show you how to fold this Princess Labelmaker from Tom Anglebergers' book, Princess Labelmaker to the Rescue. I love this author. He is one of my absolute favorite authors of all time. Love his books. If you don't know who he is, you should definitely check him out and read his books. He is a great guy. I haven't really met him in person, but talked to him, emailed. Really nice guy. But besides the fact, this is my Princess Labelmaker that I made. The body, head, and cape are all one piece of paper. The arms and legs are all taped on. You can use glue if you want. I use tape. The blaster is a piece of paper that I cut out. If you want to try and fold that, that would be difficult, but I'm sure you guys could pull it off. I certainly couldn't. The belt you have to draw on. I cut it out, and that was a hassle, so I wouldn't recommend doing that. Very hard to cut out, very hard to detail. And as you can see, I got some mess ups here. But other than that, it looks pretty good. Doesn't look exactly like the one on the cover, but I like it. So yeah, let's get started. Alright, so what you're going to do first, you're going to take one whole sheet of A4 paper, and you're going to cut it in half the long way. So you have one big rectangle. Alright, once you got that, you're going to cut like 2/3 off the top. So I got some visual representation. So this is the 1/3 part, and this is the 2/3 part. So you can see in proportion to that, that's how big it's going to be to that. Keep the 2/3 part because you're going to need that for the arms and hands, legs too. If you want to make the blaster with it, that's fine, or you can use another piece of paper. Alrighty. And here we go. So what you're going to do, you're going to fold the top down. Just like that. Pretty simple, huh? This is going to determine how big the head is going to be. So if you want the head to be bigger than this, you can make the fold bigger. It's not going to affect any folds at all. Just make the fold bigger if you want to, and follow the rest of this in video as you would, like folding this. Okay. With that out of the way, you fold this triangle down. Alright? And then you fold this triangle down as well. Very important that you don't make it go over this fold right here, because then it'll mess up the whole thing. Alright, once you got that, you unfold the triangles, you flip it over, and you fold the triangles back again. So you got kind of the same thing going behind here, only it doesn't have that fold right there. Alright. Also, you're going to want to fold it on the same crease that you did for the front fold, because if you don't have that, then you might want to redo this. Okay? After you have that, you're going to lift this up, and you're going to push this triangle inside of the crease. So you have a little flap going on there. This is called an inside reverse fold. You can probably Google it if you don't know how to do this. Be my guest if you need to. So then you do the same thing with the other side. Just squash it in. So now you got that business going on there. Alright, now you got this cone shape at the top. Let's flip it over and see what we do on the back. Alright, so now you fold the head down, making sure you have room for the body, because that's going to determine how big this is. Oh, oops. Don't want that sticking up. And that's going to be the head right there, as you can see. Alright. And now with these triangles that you have sticking up here, you're going to fold them down. Like that. Alright. Make sure you have this little line right here on both sides, because that's going to be important for this part and this part of the head. Alright. And now you're going to fold this triangle behind that. So, give me a second here. You got this like that. So that way you don't have her triangle hair, because who wants triangle hair, right? Next, you're going to flip it over again, and then you're going to fold this back, like that. Make sure you'll have a bit of this sticking out in the end, otherwise it's going to be not that great. You want a bit of this end sticking out over there, because that's what it looks like on the cover. So, like right there and right there. Get that? Alright. Same thing with the other side. Fold it over, minding that little, not sure what it is. It's like a head part. I'm not sure what to call it. I'm sorry, guys. Alright. So now you got this. And next you're going to take these little triangle flaps you have right here. I'm going to fold them out like that. So you got another triangle sticking out on the end. This is how we're going to make her ear buns. Here I'll show you guys on the other side. Of course you got to do it with the other side because you need two. So if you need to, you can stick your thumb in there and then just kind of squash it down like that. Alright, that wasn't too bad. Alright, so then you take this part and you fold it back. So you got this part right here, and you have this triangle in the back. Alright, now you're going to take the triangle from the back, and you're going to push it and fold it like that. So, just taking it, and you're folding it back to the front. Simple, huh? Alright, now you're going to take the very tip of the triangle, and you're going to fold that back. Lots of folding back and forth, but that's how you're going to get this. Alright, I'm happy with that. You can tweak these if you're not happy with them. It doesn't come out the first time if you're just a starter, and it takes a bit of experience. Same thing with this one. I'm going to fold it back. So you got that. I'm going to fold it forward again. So you got that triangle sticking out. Then you're going to fold the tip of the triangle back. Alrighty. So you got this so far. Now, you don't want her head to be square. So we're going to fix that. We're just going to fold this back. So you got kind of like a rounding here. Not really a perfect circle, but it's not really a circle at all. It's more like a hexagon, almost, shape. Alright, same thing with this side. You're just going to fold it back. It doesn't matter if you fold the ear buns along with it. If you can do it without folding the ear buns, that would be good. But if you fold them, then it just doesn't really affect the look of the way it looks. Alright, that was a mouthful. Alright, now you're going to flip it over again. And you're going to take this part, and you're going to fold it forward. Make sure you have this little gap right here. That's where you're going to put the feet. Or foot, I should say. Alright, so it's going to look like this in the front. Alright, now you're going to do the same on the other side, like always. And fold that forward. So you got the cape. This part is optional. I prefer doing it because that's how it looks on the cover. But if you guys don't want to do that, then that's fine. This part is just optional. I like doing it because it makes it look more like the cover. Alright. So that, my friends, is the finished puppet. And now for the arms. You're going to take that 2/3 part, and you're going to cut it up into rectangles. Of course, you're gonna use the whole thing, because then that would look really fat rectangles. Just cutting here, and there we go. Got the last one. All right, they don't have to be all the same shape and size, but it's better if you do it that way. I just eyeballed it, so that's why this one's shorter than the other. So you're gonna need 2 big rectangles and 2 skinny rectangles. All right. Actually, I'm just gonna cut some of this off. Just 1 second here. There we go. Now that's about the same size. Yeah, we don't want to have improportionate rectangles, because that would affect the feet. And speaking of feet, let's start with them. So these are really, really simple. You just fold the paper back into almost like a triangle, pointy shape. See, like that, back. So you got this. Alright, same thing with the other one. Just going to do it off camera here so you don't see my hands again. Alright, there's that. And then you're just going to take a glue stick and glue them in. There's one foot. Oops, that's sticking out a bit too much. I'm sorry if I'm taking a while. This is not usually how long I take. I'm sorry. And then do the same with the other one. You just put some glue on it. And you pop it in there. So you got this. There, you got our feet. That wasn't too bad, right? Now with the arms, it's a bit trickier. So what you're going to do, you're going to take one of the rectangles, and you're going to fold it back like that, sort of at a vertical angle. So you got kind of like that horizontal, no, not horizontal, my bad. Oh my gosh, my grammar is terrible today. I'm so sorry. So you got that slanted part right there. Same thing with the other side. You're just gonna fold back, and you got this. All right. Now you're gonna stick it on here. This is going to go right here. Oh, wait, that's too big. If it's too big, you can just cut it down to size if you need to. I needed to cut it down right now because it was getting too big. Let's put some glue there. And then you're just going to stick it on there. Alright. That's a bit tinier than I wanted it, but of course I have this as my real puppet and not this. This is just example. Alright, so with the next arm, you're going to fold it back at that slanted angle like you did with the first one, but only on this one right end. The other one, oh, I'm sorry, you're gonna, and then after you have that fold, you're gonna kind of fold this up a bit. Alright, so you have kind of like this up slant on the arm. And then, see right here, it's got like a not really perfect line. That is pretty simple. You just take this and you fold this back like that. Sort of like at a, I'm not sure. So you got that. you got this little bit sticking out there. You're gonna cut that off so it doesn't mess up the puppet. Now you got that. All right. I'm liking the size of this, so I'm gonna keep it. And then you're just gonna put some glue on the tip, and you're going to stick it on there. Alright, and with the hands, they're pretty basic. You just take some rectangular sheets of paper, make them really small, and then color them a flesh tone and stick them on there and there. And then, of course, you got to cut out the blaster, and you're going to put it on her hand. With this, you got to see that little thumb right there? That's pretty simple. You just cut a little slit off the rectangle. Well, don't cut it off. Just leave it so that, cut it so that it's still attached. And that this is sticking up right there. And then you're going to put the blaster on top of the hand, but you're going to put the thumb over it. So then it looks like she's got a thumb holding a blaster. Alright, and that's pretty much it. Oh, with the coloring, you're going to use a dark brown marker, just color her hair. With the mouth, you're just going to use a red marker, and I'm just going to hold this up to the screen so you can copy it. Just use a red marker and do the eyes and the mouth. No, you don't use red for the eyes. My gosh, my mouth. Blech. Oh, I'm so sorry about that. Alright, so you use black for the eyes and red for the mouth. Finally. And then dark gray, or you can just use a pencil to draw on the belt. Or if you're really brave, you can cut it out of a dark gray piece of paper and then glue it on there. I'm not going to show you how to do that because that is insane. You can pause the video if you need. Alright, and that's pretty much it. Alright, thanks guys. I had a lot of fun doing this. If you liked this video and if it was helpful to you, make sure to like this video. Man, I had such a great time doing this. I hope I can do more of these in the future. Well, of course, it's my YouTube channel. Yeah! Alright, thank you guys for tuning in and folding the Princess Labelmaker. And see you next time.